I'm pretty sure this deck is terrible. I'm just letting you guys know. I'm pretty sure this deck is just god-awful. But what we're trying to do, and the reason you see like a Rebel Belt Maverick in here is that this is kind of a Rottenmouth Viper deck. And I wanted a 1-drop in here that like we can sack and then do something with once it's in our graveyard. I'm pretty sure this deck is going to be bad. I've played a few games with it, you know, win some, lose some, all that. But the whole game plan here is Iridescent Vinelasher. I've been wanting to play with this card, right? I've played a few with it. Aftermath Analyst, Nissa, right? Heaped Harvest, right? So, Rottenmouth Viper, sort of our top end, right? So we're trying to do damage with Iridescent Vinelasher. We're trying to do tricky stuff with Aftermath Analyst, right? We're trying to ramp with a couple of our cards and then get to Viper or hit like a Gix's Command and win like that. So weird little deck here, but I'm going to run it into the arena for a few games and kind of see how well we do with it and then maybe come back and make some changes or build something else. And I just really want to play with Iridescent Vinelasher on stream. And this build looks pretty lame, I'll admit that, but what are streams for? You know what I mean? Like, what, why do we do this if not to play decks that kind of look bad and see if we can win some games? So that's about it. I mean, you know most of the cards in this deck, right? Iridescent Vinelasher being the only truly new one, but Heaped Harvest is new too, and it has really experienced a lot of play in the early season here. It's in all the Atraxa ramp decks, and it has proven to be pretty good like so far when I resolve it. So we'll see if we can keep making it good. I certainly hope so, but I don't have all the faith in the world, but we got to try a few games with it, right? We got to try a few games. Yeah, Mosswood Dread Knight. Yeah, I'm actually thinking that, I don't know, this would probably just be better as a black-green mid-range deck that happens to play Iridescent Vinelasher too. Just add it to Golgari and like go from there. But I wanted to do something a little bit different, which is kind of how we landed on the build that we're on right now. No Evolving Wilds or Terramorphic. No, I've got 4 Fabled Passage, 1 Escape Tunnel. Right, and that's all I really want to run for right now. I do have 4 Festering Gulch in there, a couple of Restless Cottage, 3 Underground Mortuary, right? But as far as like fetch lands, I've got 4 Fabled, 1 Escape Tunnel, because I just don't know that you want more. I just really don't know that you want a bunch of tapped lands in this deck. And then Demo Field can also kind of put 2 lands on the table in one turn. Like it's a kind of a fetch land a little bit. So we're going to try it. And see how well we do. We probably do at least hopefully okay, because I think we, you know, it had been so long since we played on stream that we were at bronze last time we loaded up. Well, we worked our way up to silver, and then I loaded the client the next day, and there was another season change. So I think we're in bronze again. I'm pretty sure, man. So let's restart, I guess. All right, double Vinelasher in our opener. Hasn't happened yet. Opponent goes first, and they like to smash, baby. Hopeless Nightmare. Oh, no. It actually is a nightmare. I cannot stand this deck. Oh, man. What have I done? You know what I mean? Like, what have I done by playing, like, showing off this deck? Heaped Harvest is the discard. God, this deck, dude. All right, Underground Mortuary. Let's see what's on top. If it's a land, I'll keep it. It's a Nissa. I guess we keep that. I'm so scared of this deck, dude. Like, I hate having my hand torn apart, like, so much. Have to discard a land here. I really don't want to, but I have to. Analyst this turn. It's like, you would think that the play would be to go ahead and get this Vinelasher out of my hand so it won't get discarded. But it'll get cut down one way or the other. Which I know is like pessimistic, but I have 2 Vinelashers. They maybe discard 1. I guess that's fine. They're only going to have 2 mana this turn. They're popping a Fabled Passage. You like to smash, but you're playing discard. I think you're lying. I think that's a giant lie. Let's play our 3rd land. Really awesome that we got one. Let's see if they just counterspell this Nissa. God, now would be the time to go for Offspring. Actually, next turn when we draw a land is the time to go to Offspring. Gotta keep them separated. Let's try this Nissa. She hangs. She hangs. Ooh, baby, she gets countered. She doesn't. See if she gets throated. Come in with Analysts, I guess. First Blood. It's not First Blood. They've Hopeless Nightmared us twice. Fabled Passage. This will be untapped. Oh man, Sheldred mana. You can do all kinds of stuff on this mana. They vortex the Analyst to the top. That's fun. Or to the bottom, I guess. We draw a third Iridescent Vinelasher and no lands. Arena's having a lot of fun with us tonight. You gotta respect it for it, you know. You just gotta laugh when this happens. That we drew the bad luck seed when we logged in. Alright, what are you gonna do? A ruthless negotiation. Let's exile a Go for the Throat. Sounds terrible. Sounds like a really bad idea. But I think that's what we do here. Fountain Port, nice. Nice call. And then nothing. Alright. So another Nissa. We will never, ever, ever, ever draw another land. It's not gonna happen. I'm usually complaining that we've drawn too many lands, right? Alright, so they will pay the life to create a fish token. That'll block up our baby, but that's fine. Now at this point, I'm really worried about playing another Vinelasher and, you know, offspringing it because I'm pretty sure this is the turn that they deadly cover up. But I do have another Vinelasher, as you can tell. I don't know. I think that we just kind of chill, you know. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. They'll get a 6 if we play a land next turn and they don't like have any creatures to block with. So there is that. I am thinking 2 cards left in their hand. One's a sweeper or Gix's. It's Gix's, isn't it? Ah, yeah. Yeah, let's end the turn. I just don't want to overcommit like right this second. I don't think it's a great idea. Negotiation, all right. They just flashed it back. What is in your hand, my guy? My man. Or woman, or NB, you know. Guys, gals, non-binary pals. What? It's not, oh my god. But it is a Blanchwood Prowler. So we can go Iridescent Vinelasher, no Offspring, Blanchwood Prowler. Goodness. Land. Good. Thank God. Thank the Lord, man. Alright, play the land. We go to 9. And they will end up being at 5. Now, I could always play the other Vinelasher. I think it's a terrible idea. 5. So they're just dead on board unless they have sweep. Passage. Gets popped. 7 mana. You know? Like, come on. It's Heaped Harvest, though, is what we draw. Let's try some damage, some combat damage real quick, see what they do. They will reef something away. I assume the Nissa, but that will be fine. They will still die. If the Heaped Harvest resolves, which is not a guarantee. Still have 2 open mana. They could Phantom Interference or something. Let's try it. What you got? Uh-oh. Alright. It resolves. Take the action. Let's see if they have, like, cut down. That triggers on the stack. That triggers on the stack. Okay, they're done. Alright, cool. They scry 2 with Hopeless Nightmare. We got them. Jeez, dude. All we needed to do was draw 3 Vinelashers and be as conservative as possible with them. Man. Oh, we did it. We did it. And it was all Vinelasher for the most part that did that. So I'm very proud of my little guy. RT111, this isn't ranked. You're going against these try-hard decks. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier, is that there is no difference. There is no difference. People play the same, like, tier 1 decks. People are good at Magic. You know, everyone thinks there's a skill difference. There's not. There's really not. Opponent goes. This is, like, the 4th game we played, maybe 5th, and, like, we always start with Vinelasher in our hands. Every time. Like, at this, I'm not complaining, but at this point, like, I kind of am, you know what I mean? Like, why? Why is it every single game? It's because Arena, I'm telling you, Arena knows, like, oh, you're playing a bunch of fetch lands and heaped harvest and stuff. Like, okay, you're a deck that wants to get your Iridescent Vinelasher on one. I'll let you do that. White blue. Oh, God. Oh, dude. Please try a little bit harder. I don't know. White blue's really good. I can't really blame anybody for playing it. Like, it lost so many cards and it's still phenomenal. Really good deck. Okay, they no more lies our Blanchwood Prowler. Sick. That's awesome. Apparently we got one of those control players that just counters every single thing, you know what I mean? Which you kind of want. You a little bit want that. We can't do anything this turn, though. Just Festering Gulch. Opponent goes to 16. No attacks. Worried about flash creatures or Elspeth Smite or something like that. They say go, as they are wont to do in this situation. Let's throw down an Underground Mortuary. We have Lava Axed our opponent with this lizard. Do I want Demo Field? Do I need to Gix's command next turn? I don't think so. Demo Field's pretty good, though. I'm probably going to want it for Restless Anchorage eventually, right? Oh, no, it is an awful lot of basics over there. I don't think I want to draw a land next turn. Plus, I'm about to Heaped Harvest, so it's not like it matters. Oh, you have that emoji too? Cool. Let me use it on you. All right, let's Heaped Harvest. How could a control player eye roll a guy who's thinking? You're a control player. You have to think about stuff. You know that. If anyone knows that, you know that. By the way, that's not the emoji that you use, or the emote that you use when somebody's taking too long. That's the emote that you use when somebody plays a really overplayed card you've seen 100 times that day. That's what that emote's for. This emote is for when people are taking too long. That one right there, that's what you use that for. All right, so opponent plays 5th land. 3 mana tapped on their turn for a temporary lockdown. On our 1 Vinelasher. Dude, this guy is a master of threat assessment. Let's play Festering Gulch. And let's just run a Rubble Belt Maverick out. Why not? Please counter this. I swear to God, if you counter this with like something, I don't know what, but Long River's Pull, I'll be so happy. Escape Tunnel goes in our yard. Do we want the Analyst on top? I don't know that we need it. I really don't, dude. Like, it's a body, you know, but in my opinion, it's just another body for Sunfall. I just want to win off of Vinelashers, but I don't know if it's like entirely possible, you know. And then we Sega. They gave us the Sugar Maw emote. That's a good one. Let's give them a Sorin. Let's tip our cup at them. My turn? Cool. Let's sacrifice this Heaped Harvest. What a action-packed game, brother. Oh, man. How does Control get to be a deck, dude? Like, I just... I'm kind of kidding. Just for anyone out there who plays Control and takes everything way too seriously, because there's a lot of... The Venn diagram of those two kinds of people is one circle. But I am kidding. But only a little bit. Let's put this land in our yard. Maybe we should have used the Analyst. Or gotten the Analyst. Boy, I can't really tell you how many times I've had Gix's command in my hand and it does literally nothing. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't do anything. Let's see what happens if we come in here. 12. Let's try to resolve this. See if we get a counter spell out of their hand. Turn 2 creatures. Put +1/+1 counters on the Maverick. I think they let us have this and then just snap off a Sunfall. But we'll see. Why did I have to choose Maverick? And why did I have to choose Analyst? That doesn't make any sense. Like, they're the only possible targets for that spell. Just do the thing, you know? Alright, they quick study. We didn't play Analyst yet. I want to be able to Analyst and pop it on the same turn. We're actually 1 mana away from being able to Offspring a Lizard and Aftermath Analyst and pop it, like, all on the same turn. There's no way they ever let us have that, but... we're close. Well, let's come in with the Rubble Belt. It's a real threat. Wow, they didn't have anything. They go to 9. They're at 6 cards in their hand, though. 6. So many cards, dude. Well, we're 3 turns away from killing you. I still think the right thing to do is to hold this analyst. Am I just playing weird tonight? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, did you ever consider Lumbra for the top end? Yes, I don't have any. I don't have any Mythic Wild cards, and I don't have any Lumbras, or else it would be, there'd be 2 Lumbras in this deck. Lumbra the card that I want to play the most, but you're just gonna lock down this Maverick? Are you crazy, dude? I guess it's gonna kill you in a couple of turns, so you kind of have to. I'm gonna go for my own guy. You gonna counter it? I just want them to waste counters. Alright, at this point, like, they do have 3 steps ahead in their hand, guaranteed. They will no more lies this virtue if I just try to run it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need another mana to be able to do that. It's like, at this point, if they no more lies this guy, then I will still have enough mana to use it. So that's something to do. But if they have 3 steps ahead, they'll use it on this, at which point I can then virtue. But 3 steps ahead exiles for no reason? Or no, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, yeah, let's try this. Let's try this line. Long Rivers Pull, buddy. Okay. I knew you played it in your deck. Somehow I knew you played that card. Let's try to Gixes again. See what they do. Yeah, they use their No More Lies. Okay. Let's get these out of their hand. I wonder if this is the deck that also plays Spellgyre. I've run into a few blue-white control decks that play 4 Long River Pool, 4 Spellgyre, 4 No More Lies, 4 3 steps ahead. Like, they're all counter spells, you know? Let's see if they 3 steps this. So we have enough mana to get through 1 No More Lies. They didn't. Maybe they have Get Lost. I'm assuming they do. Alright. Which one are you hitting? This one? Courtesy tap for black, just to scare our opponent. Search a library for a basic land. No, I don't want to do that. Submit. Did I actually kind of not want to do that? Now that I think about it, like, I've needed that 10th mana a few times, so maybe. But, you know, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, okay, now I only have 3 basics in my deck, so if I ever do hit Aftermath Analyst... Sphinx of Clear Skies? That is a nice... that is a really, really nice freaking win condition, dude. I've wanted to use that a lot. Alright, we didn't put a lizard, so let's draw one. Yes! Okay. Okay, so... they have a counter. They have a counter. They have a counter spell. Oh, they have a counter spell. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lands in our yard. They'll probably just get lost, the analysts, while this is on the stack, but I have to try, right? It's our only line, so I have to try. 3 steps ahead? Do you somehow have it now? No, they don't. Okay, do you just lose? Do you just lose the game? Do you? Let's find out together, everybody. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go! Yes. Top deck lizard at the exact right time, baby. Oh, no. I'm happy about that, guys. I'm happy about that, dude. Wow. Woo. Opponent goes. All right. Mojo Jojo. Mojo Jojo. Oh my god, are you mono red going first and we start on tap land? Well, bum bum ba bum bum ba bum ba bum ba bum. That's basically it, everybody. Let's swamp Vinelasher. I was yapping him up. I'll chill out. No, you don't have to. You don't have to. I didn't realize you were in a conversation. I just saw you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times in a row, and I was like, what's going on here? What's going on? All right, Mojo Jojo. Mono red. They play a Thran portal, so are you actually mice right now? Could it be? Yeah, here comes Monstrous Rage. Cool. We get lava axed. Had to expect that would happen. Play untapped land. Bang, they go to 19. 18. Yeah, I'm not blocking with this guy, so I'm attacking with him. Those are the rules. I don't know what to tell you. What now? Questing Druid. Exile the top 2 until the end of your next turn. You can play them. Or until your next end step. So you're just looking for the land drop. Okay. They got it. They didn't get an untapped land, but still. Let's go for this Hardfire hero. Probably kill the Vinelasher. No! They hit face! Wow, bold, man. Bold move, Cotton. Fabled Passage. And I'm going to go ahead and analyst, man. I really should hold up this Gopher, and I know that. But I'm bad at magic, right? Let's attack with Vinelasher. We do have 3 lands in the yard, and 2 of them are Gulches, so like we can hit them for some damage here. Here comes the Druid. We knew you'd be here. But what else do you have? What else you got, Mojo Jojo? I am Buttercup. Buttercup's my favorite. By a lot, actually. Man, you were just losing cards left and right, my guy. Let's hit this Fabled Passage. Get a Braxorce. 3 Heaped Harvests in our hand. That's hilarious. Let's throw down Fabled Passage. Let's pop the Fabled Passage. We gotta make sure we have enough basics. We do. Okay, we have plenty. Bang, they go to 11. And then we say go. And I assume we block with the Analyst and pop it at the same time. I think that's the correct play. They're going to take a lot of damage if they don't kill this Vinelasher, dude. Druid comes down. Another Druid. Emberheart Challenger. Okay. These guys get a little larger. Pass it into combat. Come on. Alright, Challenger is going to swing in. Pass it up. Yeah, I think we do block Challenger. It's ostensibly smaller here, but I still think we block it. Mirren Banesplitter. A lot of that tonight, huh? A lot of that tonight. Okay. So. What are you putting it on? You gonna hit us for 6 with the Druid? Does Banesplitter give trample? I don't think so. No, just it's Bone Splitter. Alright. Land off the top with Emberheart. It does become a 5/3. And now I'm actually considering not doing this and just go for the throating the Emberheart Challenger. Yeah. Yep, we're gonna go for that. Bang. We go to 8 here. We are in danger. There's a Virtue of Persistence. It's pretty good. How much damage do we do right now? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh! That's so close. That's so close to killing them, bro. That's so close. Oh, dude. They scoop because they're an aggro player, and they don't like when people think. That's great. Yeah, my next move probably would have been to swing both of my dudes in. I see Instagoose, you're saying do that. That probably is what I would do, but I'm also considering just Virtue of Persistencing the Questing Druid away, gaining my 2 life, going to 10, and then like making them kill us with this Questing Druid next turn, which they might be able to do, right? Because like if they Mirren Banesplitter on it, then that's 6 damage. Monstrous Rage kills us. right? Because it'll give this +1/+1 counter and +3. So, like, it would kill us if they drew or have a Monstrous Rage. And we swung both of our guys. But, you know, I think the idea here is they would probably block up the Iridescent Vinelasher. That forces us to pop the Aftermath Analyst so we don't get damage off of either one of them. Combat damage, at least. And they end up going to 1 is probably how that would go. And then we wouldn't have Virtue to kill Questing Druids, so they just kill us on the Crack Pack if they go to 1. I think that's how that probably would have shaken out, which is what was making me so nervous. So, them being tapped out, honestly, I probably would have just gone for Virtue on this Questing Druid. Honestly. That might have been what I did there. But didn't have to worry about it because aggro opponent sitting on the toilet playing Magic is like, come on, I just want to play as many games as possible. Why are you taking so long? How dare you think? You're not supposed to think. That's cheating. Opponent goes. We start on 2 Rottenmouth Viper and an Iridescent Vinelasher. God. Keeping it because of the Vinelasher. Blue-black on the other side of the table. Let's Lasher. They're a Soul Tie nerd. Let's see if they are playing green in their deck, or if they're a big liar too. I feel like everyone's a liar. They cut down the Vinelasher. That was basically our only hope at having a good game of Magic this time. So, oh well. Festering Gulch. They go back down to their starting life total. Demo field Intimidation Campaign. What do you draw a card, or do I discard? No. Okay. Intimidation Campaign. This will be a fun one to lose to. Let's Festering Gulch. Let's Rebel Belt Maverick. Oh boy. I think I might get in a couple of games with Black-White after this. Keep the Nissa. The land can go. It probably triggers either when there is parity or a huge discrepancy in the board states, plus cards hidden in hand. Cards in hand, hidden valuation. We took one of our Vipers, which is fine. Attack step. Bang. Alright. Let's play Nissa. Counterspell? Yeah, Phantom Interference. Don't you love it? Let's play the land. Sega. We'll get to this Viper, right? Eventually, they play Intimidation Campaign. They go back up to their starting life total. Demo field. Alright, you only have 1 mana untapped, and I think I'm going to try and take advantage of that. Let's Rottenmouth Viper here. Select the only non-land permanent I can sacrifice. You'd think it would just do it automatically, but no. See what our opponent chooses here. They just take the 4. All the cards in their hand are good. Okay. Oh no. More like it. Another Intimidation Campaign. Cool. Cool, cool. Is this the CGB deck from like months ago? Is it just like the same deck? Well, let's see if we can get an attack step. Huh? Oh my god, we actually got it. You know it triggers twice now, right? You have to do it twice. Ooh, okay. This card is still on the table. They discard and they go to 13. They discarded a 3 steps ahead. That's amazing. Because the plan now, the game plan now, is to get to this Virtue of Persistence and resolve it. I guess I'll put a counter on the Viper. Why not? They committed a crime, so they're going to return the campaigns to their hand. That's so much mana, dude. Like, it's just... It's a ridiculous amount of mana. I will. Alright, let's get a Forest. And Sega here. Man, I'm really hoping that they really just don't draw a removal spell. It'd be the best thing ever for us. We need an untapped land. Oh wow, Intimidation Campaign, let's go. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. The beans are very, very cool. But they probably want to, like, kill this guy and commit a crime, right? And then return the campaign to their hand. No! They tap out for another campaign! Let's go! I keep calling Rottenmouth Viper like bad, but it might single-handedly win this game for us. So, come on, that's 3. You got to do it 3 times, dog. He'll eventually draw this removal spell. None of this might mean anything, right? Okay, so long goodbye, Virtue of Persistence, and cut down. So you do have removal in your hand. It just doesn't do anything. All right, they go to 2. Let's resolve Rebel Belt Maverick just in case. There's a okay. I guess I'll keep a Rottenmouth Viper and an Iridescent Vinelasher on top. It seems good, dude. Like, we'll never get to the land for Virtue, but boy, our hand is stacked until then, isn't it? Okay, they drew Rona's Vortex. That kind of sucks. Kind of sucks. The spell was kicked, put it on the bottom. Okay, so it's just going to go on the bottom. That's fine. We only have 2 mana left. And we know we're drawing Viper, right? So, alright, and they Virtue. Oh, it sucks. They Virtue and go to 4. So there goes our Maverick. Pass it up. My turn. You're tapped out. Resolve Rottenmouth Viper. That feels good, bro. It really does. Are you going to discard an Intimidation campaign? Are you ever going to do that? You know it's the worst card in your deck. Okay, they did. They did discard that card. Oh, this is fun. Cruel Claws Heist. We draw the Vinelasher. Let's see if they take it. They'll probably take the Gopher, right? Yeah, they do. And they use it. Correct play. You know, we draw up at the turn. We drew an Aftermath Analyst. What we really need is 1 more mana. We've needed 1 more mana the entire game. Let's play Analyst. Mill the cards. First you play the Analyst, then you mill the cards, then you get the power, then you get the women. Let's try to put a counter? No, let's not do that. Let's just have the mana to pop it when we need to. I'm a big dumb idiot. This is correct. Intimidation campaign, cool. They go to 5. Draw their card. What'd you get? Pass it up. Okay. You have to have a removal spell. I mean, you just have to. Man, I want to resolve this Nissa. I want to resolve this Nissa so bad, dude, but nah. Play the 1 Vinelasher. What you got? What you got, big boy? Gonna cut down the Analyst, so we do have to use it right now, which is fine. That's fine. That's fine. Festering Gulch hits them. Blanchwood Prowler on top. I don't love it. We can always get it back with Virtue later, whatever. We committed a crime. Let's make this guy not uncut downable. It's kind of crappy. Intimidation campaign. They're at 5. Yeah, they have Virtue. A third? You play 3 Virtue of Persistence in your deck? Cool. We get another Vinelasher, guys. But it's not time for that. It's time to freely resolve a Virtue of Persistence. Oh, it is time for that, though. Ooh, buddy. Big buddy. I'm actually going to resolve this Nissa. I think that's more correct. Intimidation campaign. They go to 8. I mean, I keep laughing, but like they're at 8, we're at 12. Is that a 4th Virtue? Am I just seeing things at this point, or is that a 4th Virtue of Persistence? I think it actually is. All right, let's get the Rottenmouth back. There's at least 3. I mean, at least 3. Yeah, 4. All 4. We've seen that. Wow. Yikes. Okay, they have Jace in their deck. We draw a second Iridescent Vinelasher. That's fun. That's good stuff. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Cool. Okay. So we Offspring an Iridescent Vinelasher. And then we Offspring an Iridescent Vinelasher, you see. That's what we did. And then we pop a Demolition Field once all those guys are on the table. But we don't do it yet. In the turn. Intimidation campaign. Sick. It's 11 up now. I mean, Intimidation campaign has done 9 damage for them this turn, or this game. You gotta hand it to them. They fell the Viper. Okay. You know I've got a virtue of persistence, right? Cool. Sick. Pass. My turn. Alright. Well, let's sacrifice the demo field and get rid of something. I don't know. The demo field, I guess. I don't know. The demolition field's kind of the one land we want them to have. That's probably a bad decision. Just get rid of one of their duels, you know. But honestly, at this point, I'm not sure that it matters that much. You're going to take 4 here. Please draw a land. I think a land just ends the game if they don't have removal. Okay, now they cut down a Vinelasher. Why didn't you cut it down earlier? Why didn't you cut it down when I put Demolition Field on the stack? Alright. Let's Rottenmouth. They discard. Okay. Oh, and we drew a land. Nice. Okay. It's a Restless Cottage, too. It's like the best land we could possibly draw. 4. You don't die yet. How are you not dead? They go to 1, though, on the attack. Land is a Mirex. Intimidation campaign, baby. Yeah, draw that card. Do it. Honestly, at this point, I'm starting to love it. They go to 2. Sweeper? Snap it off, dude. No, they fell. They fell again. So, do you replay the Intimidation? If you do that, you're out of mana, though, and you just die. Till 1/1's attacking you. Yeah, okay. Man, Sultai Nerd putting up a fight with the Intimidation campaign, dude. You gotta hand it to him, right? That's pretty good magic. Oh, that felt fun. That felt like a whole lot of fun, dude. That was the best game of the night. Easy. We got to put Rottenmouth Viper into play like 3 times. We had a bunch of Iridescent Vinelashers. We had some good interplay, right? Where they were able to, you know, we had Aftermath Analyst. We were going to pop it because we had 2 Vinelashers and they killed the Analyst with a cut down, or they killed the something with a cut down. It was good. It was all good.